Well, anyway, so Paula Bel, comedian. So we were supposed to tape our interview last night, where I would have had a lot more time with her, and my schedule got screwed up, and I wasn't able to pull it off. So she's flying into Philly right now. She's in the air right now. She's probably going to be landing soon. So she said, let's do it on my layover as I'm flying in. I said, all right. So we got the time worked out. And here you think it's a layover. You think it's going to be, a little bit of time. Well, it was a very quick layover. So there's no build up to this. It's a quick, short, sweet, crazy interview. I don't get to say much or put much in, but Paula is a definite piece of work. And actually, I'm going to shoot her another text. Listen to the interview. And we'll talk afterwards. How about that? So here we go. Paula Bel. Here we go.
Hello?
Paula Bel.
Yeah, that's me. Hurry up. I think the Mormons are on to me. Hurry up. Make it quick. I think they recognize me from all my...
Live from Utah. Paula Bel. Wow.
Oh, my God, there's actual mountains here.
You're not used to the mountains?
No. I don't want to go anywhere where there's any kind of strenuous activity. I live in L.A. We walk the freeways.
So, after 24 hours of texting with a funny, hysterical comedian like yourself, I've come to realize you are the queen of dive bars.
I am, but also you didn't even send me one dick pic.
You know why? Because my wife would kick my ass.
I know, nobody does. They're all fearing me. I don't know why. I've been dying for one. I haven't gotten one ever.
You would like share it around the dive bars, and I'm sure you'll be sharing.
Yeah, but I mean, why not? I gotta have something to do other than play poker and count teeth.
So what is the fascination with dive bars?
Well, they're dark. No babies are in there. There's no kids. There's creatures. There's actual creatures in there. I'm in there. They've been there for hundreds of years. The people inside have been in there for 100 years. It's like amusement parks for adults.
It's the creatures of the night ride.
That's right. It's zombie apocalypse, and I love it. I'm 47, and one of my daughters just turned me into a grandma. So you know what I said? To hell with all of you. I'm going to hang out in every dive bar I can find. That way they can't ever get me for babysitting. See, they can't find me.
As I was going through your bio, too, and I realized, you're a mother and you're also a grandmother.
Yeah, I just told you that. How'd that happen, right?
Yeah, exactly. And,
you know what that means? All that means to your listeners is that I will have sex with you and then bake you cookies afterwards. I'm just kidding. I don't bake.
So in other words, you would go shopping beforehand and buy a box of Oreos and pass them off afterwards.
You want to know the truth about being a grandmother? What I found out the other night, which was beautiful, I didn't have a mixer for my vodka. And lo and behold, there was some Pedialyte in the fridge, and it tasted delicious. Delicious. Everybody should try it. You get electrolytes, all the vitamins you're going to need, and you're going to wet your pants afterwards. So it's perfect. It's a perfect cocktail. Try the orange flavor. I prefer the orange.
You could use that in place of like a Red Bull.
That's exactly what I did, and it was scrumptious.
How about that? That's too funny.
How about that?
Now,
hey, what kind of station is this, anyway?
We're live on the Internet.
Huh?
We're on the Internet.
Oh, you're on the Internet. Why didn't you tell me? We could have really done some pics then. Yeah, nobody has the balls to send them to me. They know I'll just be dying with what? They don't want to hear my atrocious laugh from miles away. I can be ruthless.
Watching some of your stand-up, you kind of remind me of almost like a female version of Sam Kinison.
Yeah, I've been told that a lot, except I'm way better looking. Probably not after a couple drinks, but we probably are twins. But a lot of people say that. I have a tendency to scream what I want to say sometimes, but it's not forced. It's just, I'm 47. We're just pissed.
47's not that old.
Huh?
47's not that old.
Yeah, if you're a guy.
I mean, I just turned 44 the other day.
Yeah, and in guy terms, that's still like 32. That's nothing. 47 for a woman. Yeah, I'm already 60 in everybody else's eyes. Trust me, I could be walking around topless in this airport right now. Nobody's gonna bat an eye.
I'm sure
they're just gonna say, "Look at Grandma, lost her mind, forgot her shirt."
Well, speaking of topless, the little teaser video for the tour for the Dirty Sexy Funny tour. You watch that 3 minutes, and all you see is all you girls like showing off your boobs and your cleavage.
I didn't have any, and if I did, it was the amazing work of a wonder bra. I never do that. That's not my thing. I don't give a fuck what people are staring at. I just want them to hear what I have to say. If I wanted cleavage, I would draw 2 nipples on the back of my ass. That would be a lot of cleavage for your followers or listeners or watchers, whatever the hell it is on the internet. I don't even know. But I'm not into that.
Well, the internet is a lot of weird people.
Yeah, everybody is. We all are. We're all a bunch of voyeurs and sickos that have been let loose in America, in the world, actually, because of the internet. Yeah, before, like when I was growing up, perverts had to give their wife an excuse, get in the car, pack the luggage, do all that shit, then ride around town and try to pick me up in their cars. Now they just sit at home when the wife falls asleep on the couch. There they go, dink-a-dink, ding, 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 ding. Oh, look what I got. 12-year-old. Dink-a-dink, ding, ding, ding. It's true. Uh-oh, my plane's waiting. My plane's working, and I'm getting on it because I'm getting the hell out of here.
Well, that was quick.
All right. Am I going to meet you out there?
I'm hoping to make it out tomorrow night.
Where am I tomorrow? Hurry up, refresh my memory.
Glenside, Pennsylvania, outside of Philadelphia, at the Keswick Theater.
That's tonight. Oh, no, it's tomorrow. You're right. I'm coming in a day early. Oh, thank God I have you on the phone. Thank God I have a travel companion. A travel companion.
Tonight is you're going to drive around and look for dive bars after you land in Philly.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'll definitely find one. I'll tell you about it tomorrow.
As I said in my text, be careful of the local areas right around the airport because they're not too friendly.
That's what I hope for.
But there's a casino 5 minutes away.
Oh, so now I'll be broke and busted. That's perfect. Oh, perfect. I hope to have a black eye for the show. I'll call you back later. Thanks, Matt.
All right, Paula. Thank you.
All right, bye.
Well, there it is. The interview with Paula Bel. So what I did
was kind of let her go, right? And she just kind of,
didn't have a choice in the matter. So what I did was afterwards, I sent her a text. I said, "Shh, don't tell my wife. Here's a dick picture," and I sent her a picture of Dick Van Dyke or Dick Van Patten. Yeah, she's a piece of work.
Yeah, that's pretty funny, dude.
So I guess that's what's going to be in store for us for tomorrow night. Dirty, sexy, funny.
It's going to be a blast, dude.
It sounds like it's going to be a crazy night. And then you got Jenny McCarthy running the show, hosting the show.
Now, is she she's emceeing it or something like that? Yeah,
that's what it seems like. Like she's emceeing it, and there's I think five comedians. And actually, supposedly, what's her name's going to be there with Jenny? Donnie Wahlberg.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it would be very funny. Like, if I get a chance to meet, Jenny and Donnie, and you know what I mean? I'm going to get a picture with myself with Donnie Wahlberg and send it to my niece because, since she was, this little girl, that was, the love of her life was Donnie Wahlberg.